Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Mitchell Ringos. We start with some shocking video which was recorded around 10 a.m. this morning in the Waterfront District, showing a car fully engulfed in flames sitting in the Gateway Casino parking lot.
That's crazy.
According to the fire chief, the driver of the vehicle heard a weird noise followed by smoke starting to fill the cabin. The driver then quickly pulled over into the Gateway Casino parking lot and exited the vehicle just before flames fully engulfed the cabin. The driver was not injured, but as you can see, the car was totally destroyed. One pumper truck was on scene to put out the fire, causing a smoke plume to be seen kilometers away. And as of now, the vehicle has been towed and the parking lot is back open. Heat and electricity have returned to millions in Ukraine after Russia launched one of its biggest attacks on the country yesterday. Still, Ukraine's power grid is fragile, with rotating emergency outages being implemented after months of Russian strikes targeting Ukrainian infrastructure. CTV's Annie Bergeron-Oliver has the latest.
More than 70 missiles rained down across Ukraine Friday, plunging much of the country into darkness as more power stations were targeted and struck.
They're trying to fix the grid right now, but they say that Russians have damaged about 50% of our energy infrastructure.
Ukraine says its air defense systems managed to destroy the vast majority of the incoming Russian missiles. Still, at least 4 civilians were killed, including a mother and an 18-month-old boy, whose body was recovered by rescue workers overnight. But in that heartbreak is this emotional moment of relief. As workers pull a young girl clutching a teddy bear along with her family to safety from deep within the rubble. Kyiv has accused the Kremlin of weaponizing winter. And on Friday, as strikes were launching, video released by the Kremlin shows President Vladimir Putin meeting with senior military commanders, telling them here he wants to hear proposals for Russia's immediate and midterm actions against Ukraine. For Ukrainians left homeless by the strikes and living in temporary shelters, times are incredibly tough, and there's little relief coming as the weather will only get worse.
We're wearing our jackets, boots, and hats. It was 2 days without electricity here, and it was cold.
Despite the conditions and uncertain future, there remains a sense of strength, especially amongst the youngest Ukrainian.
Everything that doesn't kill us make us more braver.
The U.S. president is reportedly finalizing plans to send long-range U.S. Patriot missiles to Ukraine. It's a move that Russia says could lead to unpredictable consequences. Annie Bergeron-Oliver, CTV News, Ottawa.
Thunder Bay City Council heard the annual presentation on the city's poverty reduction strategy, which revealed some shocking numbers. It was presented by the Lakehead Social Planning Council, who say that 49% of local residents currently fall below the poverty line. That's based on the federal market basket measure of just over $44,000 for a family of 4. It was also stressed that local food banks and emergency food providers are facing uncharted challenges because of economic conditions and food security inequities. The Lakehead Social Planning Council's Bonnie Crisawati says collaboration between all levels of government is key to finding permanent solutions.
That might even mean that municipal governments need to partner with provincial and federal governments to pool the money together to create solutions and solutions that will actually be beneficial. Like you say, a lot of times there's piecemeal funding for things that are stopgap solutions. So those work for the meantime, but they don't address the larger picture of poverty.
The poverty reduction strategy recommended the city continue to support them through annual funding of $50,000. Redevelopment of the former mill properties in Fort Frances will be a key priority for the town's new council. Mayor Andrew Halakis is hoping to make the best of the mill's demolition by attracting business and tourism to a completely redesigned waterfront. Lee Noonan has more.
Although Fort Frances has lost its mill, Mayor Halakis says the town has to look forward. He's looking to take advantage of the opportunities of redevelopment.
As the mill goes down, we're getting $1 million view down our main street, right down Scott Street. Before you couldn't see the river, now you can. and then the rest of the mill is also along the waterfront. So that's some prime real estate for business and industry to move into.
Halikas says the town is cooperating with River's Edge Developments, the company that bought the mill, to see the property redeveloped for the best of the community. He's moving ahead with plans initiated under the last council, including what Halikas calls the Gateway Project.
We have an international bridge here with 500,000 people a year coming across it, and what we would like to do is get some of those people to stay in town. So we're going to change traffic flows and parking and spruce it up so that traffic can flow into our downtown. There's lots of easy parking, and hopefully they'll stay for a meal or do some shopping.
Current ambitions for these 61 acres of riverfront property include shopping and hospitality, light industry, a wellness precinct, and new green space.
Now we have an opportunity to expand our waterfront walkway along the mill property to the bridge, and hopefully in the future on the other side of the bridge to the West End Park, where our water park is going to go.
The municipality is also working on redeveloping the Shelvin Woodyard area with a mix of residential, business, recreation, and green space. Lee Noonan, TBT News.
A unique dining experience is coming to Northern Ontario as a Sudbury restaurant will soon open a new method of extending patio season into the winter months with the addition of igloos. CTV's Amanda Hicks has those details.
It's a cool dining experience you may have seen closer to Toronto, but now Northerners won't have to make the drive for it.
And we thought, well, why not bring it to Sudbury and to Northern Ontario?
They're called igloos or snow globes, and you won't have to bundle up for it. Heated, insulated structures where diners can enjoy the cozy comforts of indoors, outdoors, despite the dropping temperatures.
It'll bring in a new crowd, so I'm excited to meet new people, and yeah, it's going to be new and exciting.
And it's a hot topic.
We have these twinkling lights set up.
Since the first social media post went out, the Daventry Kitchen and Bar says they've received dozens of messages and calls.
Within 2 hours, everyone was messaging us and just asking if they could book right away. And yeah, the hype is huge. So people are really excited in Sudbury for this.
Something that many are excited to try.
I think in Northern Ontario, we really look forward to for the summer. So the fact that we can do that during the winter makes it pretty neat thing.
It's going to be a great time. Like those igloos, I've never really seen anything done like that before.
So we're going to come and do it, probably with another couple.
The snow globes will be open for dining on Monday. There will be a $20 registration fee with 100% of the proceeds going to a local charity.
We're thinking of rotating charities monthly. So like the Food Bank, Infant Food Bank, Elgin St. Mission, so a few different local charities.
The Daventry says the snow globes can be booked by calling the restaurant in advance. Amanda Hicks, CTV News, Sudbury.
Students from St. Ignatius learned how to run a business for a day while also helping out a local charity. The teenagers were selling different lunch foods, desserts, and beverages for the school's 15th charity lunch market. The event had grade 9 business computer students working with grade 11 marketing students to create a marketing plan, promotional material, and a booth to sell their food. Business teacher Shannon Corbett says she hopes the students take away how much work it actually takes to be an entrepreneur and the different decisions that come with it. We spoke to some students who said the project has sparked their interest in running a business someday.
I actually want to go to business school at Western University, so this is really exciting for me.
I want to go to business school too. I was thinking about like running an esthetician business. I don't want to start a business, but I'd love to know more about business and the different things about it.
To date, the lunch market has raised over $20,000 for local charities. All proceeds from this lunch market will be going towards the Humane Society. Resident skateboarders are now able to skate during the winter months as the much-anticipated Cinema 5 indoor skate park is finally open to the public. Jessica Clement stopped by to get a glimpse of the new facility.
Officials were excited to finally open their doors to the dozens of skaters who wanted to try out the indoor skate park for the first time. The park isn't just limited to skateboards, however. They also welcome roller skaters, BMXs, and scooter riders. The goal of the facility is to give people of all ages a safe space to learn new skills, find new passions, and grow self-confidence. We spoke to some skaters who were excited to finally have a space where they'll be able to skate all year round.
Very exciting because the marina is the only park I get to skate in, and it's an outdoor park, so I can't skate in the winter.
People here are really great. They're all really nice, and it's really fun to just learn stuff, and like you can just come, and it's like no one judges you for like how new you are or how much you know.
So I think that with the indoor skate park opening, it kind of gives kids the freedom to be able to skate all year round. I think it's a really great opportunity for people to continue learning and building their skill set.
The skate park offers daily, monthly, and yearly passes and has helmet and equipment rentals available for those without gear. Skate park volunteer Richard Penko says there are also a number of camps, programs, and lessons available for those who want to learn how to skate or just get better at the hobby.
So as of right now, we have beginner programs, one dedicated specifically towards mini ramp skating. We'll also have one for kids just beginners in general. And then eventually in the new year, we will be showcasing more programs that are currently in development. Just make sure to check back on our website, cinema5skatepark.ca, for more information.
And Penco adds, no matter your skill or age, the skate park had something for everyone.
Of course, skateboarding isn't limited to people that are older or younger. It's all ages. It's an all-ages sport. It's super inclusive. You can be any ethnicity, cultural background, age, doesn't matter. It's a park that is dedicated to skaters of all levels. And the only thing that's going to prohibit you is your own creativity.
The indoor skate park will be open from 1 to 9 p.m. on weekdays, 10 to 9 on Saturdays, and 10 to 5 on Sundays. Hours for BMX riders vary and will be featured on their website. Jessica Clement, TBT News.